What's happening, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to yet another video. This is Dr. Martin, and thank you so much for finding yourself again on this video. And we are almost on our target, and we are currently sitting on 9,800 subscribers today, and I'm very excited to have you guys join the journey, and I'm very excited to have you guys be a part of the movement. And once again, as you already know, we are going to take time to actually go through the comments of the people who were on our previous video, as you do know that this is a culture that we have. So right now, sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Let's go. So we have three individuals as per usual that we'll be looking at, and today I want to start with the first comment that is from let me see, that is from Chenwi Bertrand. I hope I pronounced that right. Temi, that's Chenwi Bertrand. He says, I've hit rock bottom in this industry twice, and but I've never given up. I thought I had a burning zeal in trading until I stumbled on one of your videos several months back. Doctor, you brought me to a whole new level of hard work, and I now burn with exceptional what is this word? What's this word? Come on, bro. Effervescence. Bombastic words. He says, to a whole new level of hard work, and I now burn with exceptional effervescence. I have jottles extracted from your past presentations, which I use as my personal Forex Bible. Thanks for resetting my energy, Doc. Your selflessness in giving out knowledge is extraordinary. May God keep blessing you to a greater blessing to the multitude. Cheers. Thank you so much, man, for coming once again on this video and commenting. And we appreciate you for being a part of the individuals that actually come and learn from the stuff that we're trying to put out. So the next comment that I do have is a comment from Neo M. Neo M says, your articulation is what sets you apart from the most. Keep blessing us with the experience as we are learning a lot. I always have thought that micro accounts 100% better than trading demo. Yes, sir, I totally agree with you. At least be on a live account so you can experience real market movements. And thank you so much, man, for the compliment. You know, bro, vet student. That's a joke. But thank you so much, man, for being on the channel. The other one that we have is Asanele Ndevu. Thank you so much, Asanele, for commenting. And she says, the authenticity, transparency, and wisdom filled in you is outstanding and admirable. Such is a rare in the world. You are a real gem, inspiring and speculator, content maker. Your videos are filled with so much wisdom, passion, and love. Thank you, fam. Thank you so much, Asanele, for coming on this video. Once again, today I bring you an interesting topic that I want to go through with you guys to basically make sure that you guys actually grow in your trading niche. Once again, we are on 9,700 subscribers. That's actually a beautiful number. In a couple of days, I will be dropping a video that's explaining what's going to happen once we reach to 10,000 subscribers. I would really like to give back once we reach to 10,000 subscribers, at least an account that someone can trade, but obviously more details will be dropped, especially when we get to 10,000 subscribers. So right now we have 5 things I wish I knew before I started trading. So I'll give you guys tips of what I wish I knew before I started trading. 5 tips. Excuse me, guys. I won't be moving my arms as frequent today because I went to the gym and my arms are so sore. But anyway, that's besides the point. So 5 things I wish I knew before I started trading. And these things, I feel, these are important things that people need to focus on to basically make sure that they grow in their niche and their craft of trading, especially in 2021, because market conditions change every single year. And as they change every single year, you guys need to be able to understand that as the market changes, you also need to grow as a trader. You also need to adapt into the new market conditions that will be there in that particular time. So let's get right to it. The first one that we have is have a plan. Have a plan. Understand what is a plan that you have for specific trades. So as per individual trades that you are taking, be able to plan around them. What is your goal? What is your target? What is your stop loss? And what is your risk that you're willing to come into this trade with, so that you eliminate factors that are outside your plan. Let me tell you something. There's nothing in the world that has ever been built to be a great thing that was never planned. Every single thing that you see today that is there has to be planned out. There is nothing that will be fully functional and active that was never planned out. So do be an individual that is able to plan every single trade, and be sure that you stick to the trades, because it's one thing to plan and it's one thing to stick to whatever plans that you have. And also what I've noticed is that planning is actually the most difficult process of trading, and once you are able to come up with a plan, then be able to discipline yourself and stick to the plan in which you came up with for your specific trades. And number two, again, the one that I want to come with is be willing to go long or short, especially on stocks. Now, the reason why I'm coming up with this point is because most of us get married to positions. You will see a trade idea and you are convinced that the market is going to go long or go short, and when the market presents new possibilities and new probabilities, you are unable to practically look at the new possibilities that the market has actually presented to your eyes, because you are super married to the trade that you had taken previously. And one thing that I need you guys to fully understand and really take into consideration is that market conditions can change whilst you are in the trade. Structure can be broken, and if that does happen, be willing to actually adapt into the new structure that is being created and be able to go with the direction the market is presenting to you at that particular time. Never ever be married to a trade. So be willing to either go long or short in whatever trading position that you are actually looking at. And number three is focus on trendy markets. I cannot stress this enough. I did speak about it on the previous video I recorded, which I'll put on the card over there. It says, focus on trendy markets. So you need to focus on trendy markets, because then those are markets that can give you moves, real movements that you can actually trade, and not movements that are just going to be, ranging with you. When you come into a trade, the market leaves your entry and comes back to your entry, leaves your entry point, comes back to your entry. You always want to make sure that whatever positions you take are specifically on a trendy market, and that's going to help you actually be a profitable trader. Because if the market isn't trending, then that frustrates you and that makes you feel as if the trades in which you took are not necessarily proper trades, because the market will be going into profits, coming back to break even, going back into profits, coming back to break even, and possibly even in a slight drawdown, because the market wouldn't have obviously broken out into the anticipated direction. So always look for trading markets. I know this is very much underrated, but if you come into the markets and you find that the markets are ranging, that is not the time to trade. Go do something else. Go go watch a movie, go do some research, go spend time with family, go be alive, go do stuff that will really bring out the best in you. So never ever be a person who wants to trade markets that aren't really so trending. I mean, if it's not trending, then what are you doing there? Like, let's be honest. If it's not trending, what are you doing? Like, you cannot be trading a market that's ranging. You always want to look at a market that is obviously trending. So that's the third point that I bring to you, which is very important. And I feel, guys, that these points are points that I wish someone told me before I started trading, because it would have eliminated a whole lot of time wasted in the craft of trading whilst trying to learn on what are the things I need to focus on. Like, if I'm trading, what is the most important things? Those small things that people never really talk about eventually build up to be big factors onto your consistency in trading. So always focus on trading markets. And the fourth one is small gains add up. So always be willing to make money slowly, steadily, and surely. So you really need to get to a point where you are making steady, consistent growth, because you don't want to ever tackle the markets in a big target when you don't really have big funding. I mean, that level's going to come where you're obviously targeting big amounts, but always be okay with making small gains that will eventually lead up to bigger gains. And also, I think this is something that we don't really talk about in South Africa in particular, that we want to trade one account to make big money, and once you take those positions to make big money, you're done trading, because you would have hit your target, which is completely impractical, very much unrealistic. The most realistic approach in growth is making sure that there's steady, consistent gains in whatever you're trying to achieve. So always be ready to obviously grow steadily. Now, the last one that I want to bring to you is a very difficult point, which I feel is the most important one, because I've traded with a lot of my folks. I've traded with a lot of traders in South Africa. I don't think there's any trader who's so popular and who's so famous on Instagram that I've never actually traded with. And one thing that I've been able to see on all of us is that we struggle so much with this one thing, especially if you trust yourself too much. That's also another thing. Overconfidence is the enemy to your trading and success. So never ever get to a point where you are overconfident with whatever positions you're taking. Always be a student of the game. That one I need to put out there. Always be a student of the game. Now, the last one that I want to talk about is mainly the hardest one to ever deal with, because that challenges your confidence of taking that particular trade. Because remember that when you do open a trading position, your idea behind it would have been so strong enough to know that this trade is going to go to this particular direction. And if the market goes otherwise, then you tend to not be okay with that, and you tend to have overconfidence and think that the market will turn into your direction. But structure is structure, guys. Like, you need to follow what the market presents to you. Now, the last one that I want to give to you is always cut losses quickly. Always cut losses quickly. Don't have that mindset of saying, I've risked it all. If it blows, it blows. If it gives me money, it gives me money. Never ever be that guy. I've seen a lot of those guys who are basically still at the same level, because we've got a very skewed mindset and understanding of trading, and we think that once we open positions, then the market has to go to our direction. It doesn't have to go. It might potentially go, but it doesn't have to go. It's not obligated. The market doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know where you live. There's no one sitting behind the computer who's looking at you taking positions and saying, oh, Dr. Martin has opened positions, let's go against him. No one's doing that. None of that is happening in the real world. Those are all just speculative thoughts that people come up with, mainly because every single time they open positions, the market might probably go against them. But, you know, this is one of the most important ones to know, that no one really knows who you are. Like, people don't know you, bro. Like, no one knows you. So because no one knows you, never ever think that the market has to do what you think it has to do. So always be willing to cut losses quicker. The more you cut losses quicker, that kind of gives you the opportunity and the idea to sit back and think and be able to recover on the next trade. It's okay and it's normal to lose a trade. You would rather lose a position and still have an account to recover with than you lose your entire account whilst being at the point of confidence and the point of arrogance of thinking that this thing will go to my anticipated direction. It will work in your favor at some point, but in most cases it will just not work in your favor. So be willing to cut losses quicker, and that must actually help in your trading, and that will definitely speeden up your growth in trading, and obviously speed up your growth in your profits. So that's the last one that I want to come with. And these guys are the 5 points that I wish people told me before I started trading. And as you are starting out on your trading journey, you probably have been trading for a couple of years now and have never thought about the things that I'm talking about. But I'm definitely sure that after this video, you should be able to at least see a little bit of difference here and there based on the stuff that I've told you about. So be willing to cut losses quicker, and also do look out for the 5 other steps that I did mention, 4 other steps obviously that I did mention on this particular video, and that should help you become a consistently profitable trader. We are not trying to make one-time hit wonders. We're trying to make people who are able to make a living out of trading, because with me, I make a living out of trading and my other businesses that I was able to build at a later stage. But obviously when I started, this was purely trading, nothing else but trading. So be willing to actually cut losses quicker. Be willing to come up with those plans. Be willing to do all the other 5 steps that I actually spoke about. But other than that, thank you so much that you are watching this video. Because you are here, don't ever leave this video without smashing that subscribe button. And once again, guys, if you do want to follow us, go look out at my Instagram page that's over there. As you can see, it's there, right? Is it there? Yeah, that's the one. So go look at my Instagram. Go check out the stuff that we put out. Go check out everything that I'm doing to basically make sure that you grow, as well as we are also progressing in life. As traders that you look up to, we also need to make sure that you grow as well as you are looking at our lives. So basically, go do check out my Instagram, do subscribe to the channel, do drop a comment on this video to be featured on the next video. Tell me what you think about. And the next video that will come is a video that will come after hitting 10,000 subscribers, whether it's on a weekend or a Monday. The day, I repeat, the day we get to 10,000, which could potentially happen tomorrow, the day we hit 10,000 subscribers, is the day I will be going out and I will be engaging with my audience on Instagram, because I posted a sticker on my stories asking people what they would want to know about me personally. So the 10,000 announcement, the 10,000 subscribers announcement will come with a $100 account giveaway that will be traded live with everyone looking at its progress on my Instagram stories on a daily. And obviously from there, I will be answering also the questions that are on the poll that I posted on Instagram, because you guys asked me like really deep questions, bro. Like, guys, the questions that were asked to me, these are personal questions and not trading related questions. You guys really went in, hey? There's things that you guys have always wanted to ask me about, which I will cover on the video. But you know, thank you so much, guys, for being on this video. Once again, this is Dr. Martin. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning on to this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and do check out the description below to look at the brokers that we do use and to look at everything else that we do recommend for you guys. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Dr. Martin signing out.